Attorney General William Barr testifies before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Welcome to Faith Nation. I'm John Jessup.
And I'm Jenna Browder. At center stage, the 400-page Mueller report on the Russian interference in the 2016 election and Barr's interpretation of it.
Eric Phillips is on Capitol Hill this evening covering the story for us. Eric, it got pretty heated up there at times.
Well, John and Jenna, it absolutely did. We're talking about hours and hours of testimony, much of the questioning falling right along party lines. It stems from a letter that Special Counsel Robert Mueller sent to the Attorney General after Barr released the initial findings of that massive 400-page report.
The March 24th letter was not a summary of the report, but a statement of the principal conclusions.
A few days after that review's release, Robert Mueller wrote to Barr, concerned that the condensed rendition created more questions than it answered. Mueller's communication said Barr's review did not fully capture the context, nature, and substance of this office's work and conclusions. There is now public confusion about critical aspects of the results. This threatens to undermine a central purpose for which the department appointed the special counsel, to assure full public confidence in the outcome of the investigations. In a follow-up phone call, Barr said Mueller told him he did not think the 4-page review was inaccurate, but he wanted more.
His concern focused on his explanation of why he did not reach a conclusion on obstruction. And he wanted more put out on that issue.
At least one senator, Chris Van Hollen of Maryland, is calling for Barr's resignation, saying he deliberately misled Congress about his knowledge of Mueller's concerns over his summary. That summary sent the president on a victory tour.
No collusion, no obstruction.
That led to questions of whether Barr purposely mischaracterized the report.
The report outlined substantial evidence that the Trump campaign welcomed, encouraged, and expected to benefit electorally from Russia's interference in the election.
But Republicans insist the bottom line is the bottom line.
Okay, he didn't collude with the Russians and he didn't specifically do anything to stop Mueller, but attempted obstruction justice of a crime that never occurred, I guess, is sort of the new standard around here.
And Graham made it clear that he feels this investigation is linked to Hillary Clinton's mishandling of proprietary emails during her time as Secretary of State.
We know that the person in charge of investigating hated Trump's guts. These are the people that made a decision that Clinton didn't do anything wrong, and a counterintelligence investigation of the Trump campaign was warranted.
That's something Republicans are vowing to look into after the Mueller report is put to bed.
And tomorrow, Barr is set to testify in front of the Democratic-controlled House subcommittee, although it's still unclear whether that will happen because of debate over the format of that hearing. Also yet to be seen is whether Special Counsel Robert Mueller will testify himself, even though his boss, the Attorney General, says he doesn't have a problem with it.